FM 102.1 and AM 1230 WJBC. This is the Scott Miller Show. My next guest had the high honor of being named the Bears Fan of the Year by the NFL. And he was just sent to the Super Bowl. And he just so happens to be from Normal, Illinois. Calling in from Glendale, Arizona after watching the Chiefs win it all. Corey Sheeler joins me on the phone. Corey, good morning.
Good morning, Scott.
I don't know which was more fun to watch, the Super Bowl or your Facebook posts. You have really had the time of your life out there, but before we talk about everything you've been up to, how was the game?
Oh, it was an incredible game and really just a once-in-a-lifetime experience this last 5 days to be there, but to watch the comeback from Patrick Mahomes and the team, it was just very special. And all 32 fans are up in the stadium cheering, and I was sitting right next to the fans of the year from Kansas City and Philadelphia. So the rivalry was going on throughout the whole game. The halftime show was great, and again, just so thankful for the opportunity to be there.
So before the game, you were on the field. What was that like?
Yeah, the NFL really pulled out all the stops for us. So I thank the Chicago Bears and the NFL for the event. But yeah, they recognized all 32 fans of the league on the field before the game up on the jumbotron, and just had a chance to actually interact with some of the players coming in and out of the tunnel before the game started. And just a pretty incredible experience all around.
All right, just between you and I promise nobody's listening. Did you kneel down and pull up some grass from the field to bring home?
I did not, but I captured enough memories for a lifetime for sure.
All right, so who was chosen as the overall NFL Fan of the Year?
A really great guy, Larry Bevins from Seattle. He and his wife have done foster care for the last 30 years, and they've fostered over 35 kids. They give back through a number of charities and raise money for charities across the Pac Northwest and the Seattle area.
So I see you got to meet the NFL commissioner. Was he a nice guy?
Yeah, he's been great, and he was on a Zoom call with us a few weeks ago for an hour. It's 9 or 10 o'clock in New York time. Just the dedication you could see to the fans, and he knew everyone personally. He had read their stories. He came up and made some nice comments about my dad and things when after he had passed away. So yeah, the NFL did everything they could to really make us feel special this last week.
Well, I love that. As soon as you got out there, you started your time with 14 Make-A-Wish kids. Tell me about that.
I knew there was Make-A-Wish sends kids out to the Super Bowl, and actually the NFL was the Super Bowl experience was the 9th wish ever granted by Make-A-Wish, and the NFL has done over 300 wishes for Super Bowl experiences, and I was just so honored. My wife and I connected with the families and had dinner with all 17 families. Or actually 14 of the 17 families were there at dinner on Wednesday night. 2 of them from Illinois, so I got to meet Matthew and Simon. Posted a lot of pictures with them. I got all of their autographs because they're really the stars of the whole week for me and my wife. And then I got to see them at NFL Honors. They were all dressed up in tuxedos and really cool outfits. And when they saw Pam and I get there, they cheered and yelled out for us. So I felt like a pretty cool superstar when we got to the NFL Honors, and this was so fun connecting with them again at the Super Bowl.
So did you watch the halftime show, or was that bathroom break time for you?
No, I was glued to my seat. So, yeah, I was taking photos the whole time, trying to soak in as much as I could.
The majority of us listening right now have never been to a Super Bowl. What's the experience like? Were you in box seats? How close were you to the field? What's it like watching there? Is it the same as watching it from your living room?
Not quite, but yeah, just an overall great experience. The State Farm Stadium was a great host, beautiful stadium. The roof was open. The flyover was very cool. But again, just the excitement build up and the anticipation outside the stadium once you got in there. The fans were great. Eagles were going crazy as everybody expected, but the Chiefs had their chance too, and it was just a back and forth game. And probably one of the more epic Super Bowls with the comeback and just the way it all happened. So, yeah, very lucky to be a part of that.
There was a big conversation going on the internet. Was Rihanna pregnant or not? She's clearly pregnant. Could you see the baby bump from your seats?
I could. I had a telephoto lens. So, yeah, we were in the upper deck. Still great seats and still a great view. But, yeah, I could definitely see it, and I did see the hand signals, and, they did confirm that after the game.
You've been messaging me throughout your trip, and I really do appreciate it. But you have really been partying. You have been out doing events every night till the wee hours of the morning. What time did you get in today, and where were you?
Yeah, I got in at 2 a.m. this morning, just hanging out with the rest of the fans of the league at the hotel, and out at the experience at the Super Bowl, and then got in the night before. It was even longer night. I got in at, I think it was around 3:30 on Sunday morning before the game. Sports Illustrated had sponsored a party for us. It was more of a celebrity theme party. I think A-Rod was there. Shaquille O'Neal was at the party, but they had us up on a VIP stage overlooking the whole event on Saturday night, really Sunday morning, with Machine Gun Kelly and the Chainsmokers doing the music, and just, an incredible party, incredible night.
Well, what was the most memorable experience for you? What's something that you will take away for the rest of your life?
Again, it all goes back to Make-A-Wish. That's the reason why I probably was chosen as the Bears fan of the year, just what my wife and I do to give back to the community for that great organization, and really just having the opportunity to meet those kids and see this experience through their eyes and see how excited they were. Just re-inspires me to go back. And we're doing this weekend, my wife and I have rented out the AMC Theater, and we're going to have all the local Wish kids and the ISU Chi Omega sorority join us for kind of a kickoff to the 2023 year, and just a chance to spend quality time with the Wish kids, and really try to bring them some hope, strength, and joy, which is the mission of Make-A-Wish.
What would your dad think about all this attention on you in the last week of your life?
I get choked up when I talk about it a lot. I did have a memorial pin on my Bears hat that I wore all weekend from that last game that I was able to take him to, the Salute to Service game in November of 2021. And just knowing everything, he gave me this experience. He gave me my love for the Bears. He gave me my love for giving back to the community, and just gave me the ability to love. So I do appreciate him for that.
So when do you get back to town? It's I would assume your boss is saying, all right, enough of this football. Yeah. Let's get you back in the office.
Yeah, back to work on Tuesday. But, we'll get in probably about midnight tonight. But I'll be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for Tuesday morning.
Congrats to all this. I mean, you brought a lot of attention to Make-A-Wish, which I know at the end of the day, I would assume your love of Make-A-Wish may be stronger than the Bears, but you have done such a great job not only representing the Bears, but representing Normal, Illinois, and doing such a great job for Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm glad you've become a friend of the show. Thank you for allowing so much time and access to you during this process. It's been a treat to watch this all happen.
Likewise. Thank you so much, Scott, and thank you for the opportunity to be on the show.
All right. Now go get some rest.
Yeah, I'm back to bed.
All right. See you later, man.
See you guys.
All right.
Bye.
There he goes. Corey Sheeler. He is the Bears Fan of the Year, picked by the NFL. They sent him out to the Super Bowl. Boy, oh boy. What a life. What a life. It's FM 102.1. It's AM 1230. It's WJBC.